So, my name is Lucy Britton and I'm in the drawing room at Home Farm with Frankie Chantler, therapist at Hay Farm. Afternoon, Frankie.
Afternoon, Lucy.
We're here for another session of Meet the Team, and Frankie, can you tell me a bit about your journey to becoming a therapist at Hay Farm?
Yes, well, I knew about Promise from being a patient myself. I came when I was 15 years old. And I was having difficulty with eating, and I was there for 6 weeks and received treatment from some amazing therapists. And it was from being in there myself over that course of time and being in recovery from a young age that made me want to be a therapist myself. So I started training when I was 25. And I worked as a person-centred counsellor and did some work in addiction as well. And when I moved back from Lancashire, back down to Kent, there was an opening working there. I got back in touch with the therapists that worked with me and started working there 2 years ago. What's really important to me is helping those with eating disorders realise that there is hope. And although it is something to be managed, it doesn't have to be the main part of their lives anymore. And I know that for myself, once you get into recovery, the obsession goes and you start to live a happy life.
Because our patients, they come from all different walks of life and come into us and we've spoken to John Harrison, the chef at Promise, about the food regime that we offer, and we describe Promise as a pioneering eating disorder unit, and it's one of the most rewarding parts of pieces of work that we get to do with patients. We treat our patients holistically, don't we?
Absolutely.
As a whole.
That's it. We don't try and fit anyone into a box. We tailor everything to each individual client that comes in, and we do that through doing the care plans. We see, even if someone hasn't come in for an eating disorder, and we're working with, the other addictions, there might be something underlying there, and then we can help with the nutrition with John as well.
And I like what you said as well about how we treat our patients from different angles, because sometimes that help with the 3 meals a day and the therapy and maybe getting in the field with the horses or some group work, we don't know where the breakthrough comes, but we get to offer them so many different types of therapy that they're sort of held.
Yeah, absolutely, and they are held, and it really gives them the opportunity to explore what is going on for them.
And you were talking about spending 5 weeks at Nonnington for your own struggles with food, and I guess that period of time, those sort of 5 weeks are a great time to stabilise and then continue on with recovery.
Absolutely, it really does. It gives you become grounded. You come in, given the tools, where you are, the eating plan is put in place, and what we try and do as well is at meal times we're trying to make this a more comfortable place, for people with eating disorders. It's not about sitting next to them and monitoring them, making sure they're having every bite. It's about making them feel included and not isolated.
Yeah, I think we talk about that sometimes, about how a lot of our patients come to us, they've been in quite a long period of isolation, and we were talking, when I did the Meet the Team session with Nick, we were talking about how Hay Farm is like a home, it's not like a clinic, and those eating times and meal times become like a family, comfortable experience, and I guess that's what we're trying to promote for people struggling with food.
It really is, and it works. Because you can see people changing, or you might be met with some resistance at first, but someone might come in and they haven't eaten in front of anyone for a really long time, or they're really frightened of it, and you can slowly start seeing them feeling more comfortable and feeling part of the group. I just like coming into work every day knowing that myself and the team can make a difference in others' lives. Like I said earlier, I know that there is resistance, but there's always a way of rolling with that and finding another way.
Frankie, thank you so much for coming along and speaking to me
No
today.
problem.
It's been lovely.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.